Hi guys, so today I'm doing a little bit of a get ready with me with a fresh summery everyday makeup look, so keep on watching. So first of all, I always like to apply, not every day, but like 2 times a week before applying my makeup, the summer Fridays, the jetleg mask. If you can see it. Yes, the summer Friday jetleg mask before applying my makeup. So it's kind of like a base and it's super hydrating, and I really only use a tiny bit, like look at that, tiny bit, and just applying it mostly on my cheeks and then around my face. And this just, I don't know, I just think it kind of protects my face from the makeup, and yeah, it's for me a perfect base. So then one step that can never be forgotten in my makeup routine is my by Terry CC serum and Sunny Flash. I use this every day, like literally every day. Sometimes when I wear makeup, I wear it on top or the base, and sometimes just on its own. And as you can see, it just gives you this little glow, like the sun-kissed look, and we all like a sun-kissed look. Well, probably not all of us, but I do. And then next up is my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I have the shade 4.5, and I actually don't even know if this product does anything. I bought it and I had high expectations, but I don't really see a huge difference. But since I bought it and it wasn't inexpensive, I just use it because it also doesn't look bad, like it doesn't look worse. I just don't see the hugest difference, so I probably wouldn't buy that. No, not probably, I wouldn't buy it again, and I probably also wouldn't recommend you buying it. Maybe I use it wrong, like I use it as this base. I also tried using it as a highlighter, but I didn't really see a lot of difference. So if you have any tip for me on how to use the Hollywood Flawless Filter, let me know please, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because so many people rave about this product. And then I use this Sephora. It's actually a color and sculpt stick. I mean, you can't even read it anymore because I had it for so long. Don't even think that there is a shade on it. No, don't think so. It's just very dark. I just took one of the darkest, and then I would put it here, here a bit, here, just to slightly contour. I don't really like contouring too much with my bronzer, so I just like using this because I like creamy bases. I try to avoid powders as much as I can because I don't like the powdery look, and luckily I do not have oily skin, so I can't skip the powder. Then my holy grail makeup, it actually says it's a CC cream, but I use it as a makeup, like as a foundation, and for me it's like the best foundation ever. I have the shade medium. It's from It Cosmetics, and my skin is super sensitive with a lot of foundation, so I actually have super clear skin, but the only thing that makes my skin break out sometimes are products like foundations or stuff like that, and this one does not. And also the Laura Mercier oil-free moisturizer, like the old version, this one is great with my skin as well. And also the Chanel White Lumiere Aqua foundation, and I think it probably has to do that my skin does not really do well with oils, because also like oily skincare, just not for me. Like I have this Sunday Riley, which is a brand that I love, but I have this vitamin C oil and my skin hates it. Like it breaks out every time after using it, and to try to use it again and again, and to just use a little bit on my cheeks, because I usually only break out on my forehead, but skin doesn't really agree with it. And look at it now, like I think this foundation is like flawless, like literally flawless. I love it so much. And then concealer, because I'm Italian and I always have dark under eyes. I had it since I was a little kid. Like, then it was even worse because then I didn't know about the magic of a concealer. I still remember to this day, once a friend of mine said, I told her that I hate that it's so dark on my eyes, and she said, oh, you could try there is something like a concealer. And I was like, I don't know, 8 years old, and then we went on a makeup counter to buy concealer, and it changed my life. Okay, maybe not 8, maybe like 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years old. I did not put anything on with 8, like 10, 11 years old, and it changed my life because for years I like only just wore a little bit of my concealer, and I still remember it was the MAC concealer. It was awesome. But now I prefer the NARS one because it just doesn't crease. Like, look at it. Very good. And I do not like to apply like a lot of concealer. Like, I mean, you could apply concealers which would eradicate like everything dark down there, but I don't think that looks good. I think you kind of look puffy, and I kind of like to have structure in my face. That's why I also like to contour and stuff. I don't want to have a moon face because that's not the look that I'm going for. And then let's move on with the face. Sometimes I go to the eye at this moment, but sometimes I just do the face first. This is the Chanel Soleil Teint de Chanel Bronze Universel. It's a bronzing makeup base, but you could also use this one before applying foundation, but I always like to apply the contour stick before and this one after, just to go over it again. Just again, I use it as this. Can you see it? Like a 3. Always number 3. If you do that, that's how you contour. At least that's how I contour. Probably completely wrong, but I heard this trick once and do it ever since. And then after that, like another bronzer. You know, I love the bronzy look. Like, just give me all the bronzy tones. And I don't know, I think it kind of matches my skin tone because I have like olive undertones, so bronzer works better than too much blush. And then I always use this Guerlain 4 Seasons bronzer, and I just go in there and just apply it like very light, like just for like a little hint of color also on tip of the nose, like just where the sun would hit you naturally. This gets like this nice sun-kissed look. Then I know I said I'm not the blush girl, but I always use this Dior Rosy Glow blush. Have it I think since, I don't know, 10 years, and I still use it. That's probably so bad for your skin, but my skin actually does look good and product still works, so I wouldn't recommend it, but I don't know, it did not hurt me. So then I really just applied slightly on the top of my cheeks. And also I always do that since I started doing makeup. Also always apply a little bit of your blush on your nose and your forehead, and wouldn't recommend it with like very pigmented blushes, but this one is like this universal blush that like adapts to the color that matches your skin. Don't know how it works, but just I like the color. And yes, this one is the Dior Rosy Glow blush. And then what's next? Oh, next up is one of my favorite steps, and this one is a highlighter because again, glowy. And I use this Becca Champagne Pop, and I know Becca does like, I think they they are bankrupt now, and I don't think that they have, like most stores do not have their products anymore. But if you can find one of their highlighters, I only found this tiny one, but it's actually way better because it doesn't break as easily as the big one, because they broke on me like numerous times. And yeah, they do the best highlighters in my opinion. Just like a C, like you remember the bronzer like a 3 and the highlighter like a C. And I learned that because I always watched the Victoria's Secret backstage shows, and their makeup artist once told that, and do it ever since. So yeah, maybe it's a little bit here and here. That's highlighter. And then for the eyes, I'm not a hugely skilled makeup artist for eyes. Like, I'm not a makeup artist at all, just do it on myself. And I always use this Instant Look in a palette. It's the Stone Rose Beauty, and if you look here, It has 3 eyeshadows, then the bronzer, blushes, and highlighter, but I actually usually only use the eyeshadows from there, even though the other products are great as well, because I just love Charlotte Tilbury eye like products. And here the lightest color, like applied all over, like up to my eyebrows, like into the very inner part of the eye, like all over, like glittery bomb. Then I use this one, the rosy one, and that's the one that I put in the crease, and like just very messy, but if you blend a lot, I think messy looks quite good. If you just make sure you blend, go in and out, because I actually think that eyeshadow kind of looks better if it's a bit messy, and then also like go out a bit. Also here. So sometimes I'll leave it at that, but today I don't, and kind of go a step further. I take this pointy brush, and then I go in the darkest one, it's a matte one, and then just do it like that, you see? It looks very dramatic and like weird at first, and also go down here a bit. Obviously I don't leave it like that, I'm not an idiot. Obviously I don't leave it like that, so I just blend again. And here you really need to blend. Sometimes I even take my finger, like really blend, like your life depends on it. Yeah, you see? Now it kind of looks very good. Like, just make sure like you drag it up there. Don't even know if my instructions make sense, but luckily you can see me. And then the other eye. And blend. And I really like those Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, like they're super blendable, and the colors are just like perfect. They just go with each other. So those are my eyes. And then I find Holy Grail, like the eyelash curler. And I always do it like that, and then like that twice, and again like that, and like that. Like your eyes look way more open. Time for mascara, and I got this tiny travel size, like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I love it. And actually I'm not a huge mascara person. Like I sometimes use like the same mascara for a year, and until it's like nearly dried out, and I only liked that it separates my lashes because they are quite long, because I use a lash serum anyway. So just like the little, they're dark because I have dark hair, but just this little bit, I think it does make quite a difference. And the Too Faced one, I think like it's one of the best mascaras that I've ever tried. And usually I'm not a fan of high-end mascaras, because I think like the low-end ones are like do the same thing, and this one doesn't. This one is really like really good. Then my lips obviously have to be done as well. I don't always do anything with my brows now. I think today I don't even do anything with my brows, because I quite like how they are, because I just got them threaded. And for my lips, my Holy Grail, look how tiny it is, so cute. My Holy Grail Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. And sometimes I wear this on my own, like without any lipstick, without any lip gloss, without anything on top. I don't even know how many pillow talks that I went through in my life. Like I bought so many of those, but now I really want to try the like medium pillow talk. I think this one will probably look very good as well, because it's a bit darker. Then I take the Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss in the shade Crystal, and it looks like that. It looks very bright, but if you look at how I look, I put it on, it doesn't look that bright. Oh, airplanes. It's just this perfect like little shade of pink on your lips, and that's the final look. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it, and I hope maybe this was a little bit of a help if you want to try some very minimal and everyday makeup look, if you wanted to see how some products look like. And yeah, if you have any other questions, leave them down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.